A major protest is underway in and out of the area of Reigerpark in the East Rand since the early hours of this morning. Residents are protesting against foreign nationals being allocated RDP houses while locals are still living in shacks. Protesters have barricaded several roads leading into the area. It is understood that the residents went on a rampage and attempted to burn the house of a local councillor. Police are on the scene and are trying to bring calm to the protesters. And joining us live from Reigerpark is Mhlankla Jele. A very good morning to you. Thanks so much for joining us. Can you update us on the situation there at Reigerpark? Has the protest turned violent at all?
Morning, Lauren. The protest turned violent earlier on in the morning when 3 school children got shot by Metro Police while they were on their way to school. At the moment, much of the crowd has moved to the councillor's office, which is situated in town. Right now, we are joined by a community member. His name is Nilan, and he's going to explain more what their grievances are about this morning. Can you please tell us what your grievances are about?
We actually from the youth, and we actually tired because we actually looking for jobs, houses, and thus property. Yeah, nobody will get it. It is time for our community to stand up.
Yes.
We got papers, qualified papers. You go and give your CV in by Ikureleni. They say to you they will get back to you 2 months, nothing. So now for us as youth, there's no job. We start robbing. We start, if you can just get 1,000 rand, you can buy you something and sell drugs. And that is how we actually live from day by day as a youth. And from there it starts, the guy that's selling the things is selling the things to our youth. I'm talking about children from the age of 7 to 9 years upwards. The crime is, it is unbelievable.
And from my understanding, you sent a memorandum last week.
Yes.
Do you have anything to say about that? What did they say when they received the memorandum?
They said they will come back after 7 working days. So today is a 7th day. Yeah, today is actually the 8th day.
And what's going to happen if you don't get a response from them after today?
We will carry on protesting.
Yes.
Because for us as colours, it's been too long that our voices wasn't heard. So it is enough. It's enough of the government. And especially in Reigerpark, the community must get seen and must get that. Our youngsters got talent, singing, acting, everything. But
sponsors.
But every time there's sponsors going out to Katlawong, Tembisa, Soweto, and we also want Reigerpark to come on the map. Just like how they put Soweto on the map, because we got also youngsters that's coming up here.
Back to you in studio, Lauren.
Mhlankla, before we let you go, we understand that 3 school children have indeed been hurt by these rubber bullets fired by police. Any other injuries? And can you also update us on the health status of these school children and why were they fired with rubber bullets?
Lauren, it is not clear why they were shot at by police with rubber bullets. All they're willing to say is that they were on their way to school and then they got shot at. But from my understanding now is that they were taken to hospital after the incident happened. What I know so far about them is that they got shot, one in the stomach and the other 2 in the lower area of the body.
And can you tell us more about the police presence in the area?
Okay, the police are escorting the protesters as they're marching up to the councillor's office, and some of the police are right here now in the entrance doing their rounds, trying to secure the area for motorists that are trying to come in and go out.
And so several roads have been barricaded. Is this affecting commuters, and have alternative routes been allocated as of yet?
No, alternative routes have not been allocated. Some motorists are actually being turned away by protesters as they're trying to make their way into Reigerpark through the main entrance.
And we don't use violence.
They're not using any violence. They're just asking them nicely to turn back because they barricaded the roads into the community.
And do they intend on keeping this a peaceful protest?
Something good for our children.
They intend on keeping it peaceful. As they mentioned earlier, they handed over a memorandum to the councillor's office last week and demanded answers in 7 working days. But today it's been the 8th day. So they say they're going to keep on marching to their office until they get a response from them.
And Nklandla, thank you so much for that update. They will obviously be crossing live to you as more developments become available. That was Nklandla Nene, our ANN7 reporter, reporting to us from Reigerpark, where residents have barricaded roads in service delivery protests.
We're going to give up on this. What we are doing, we anticipate to go further with this. And we're going to show them that this country belongs to us. And we're going to take what we want from this country. Because nobody's going to right than us. Then to own this country. We're the owners of the country. We're a Khoisan nation. Ne? And therefore we don't see how can other people sit on top of us. Because we don't live by the constitution of this country. This constitution and laws has got no effect with us. We live under the FUBU law.
But we do work and we do afford to have a low-costing house, but still they don't pay attention to us. So we don't want to raise this thing and make it a political problem, but it seems like it's a political problem. Because the colours, it seems like the colours has been oppressed. Everything we ask for, we get nothing. But the other black people in Vosloorus, in Davidton, Soweto, they get RDP houses, they get everything.
They're getting rich. What about us? I have 2 kids and still staying with my mother. It's unfair. There's houses that's being built. We keep saying you're on the list, you're on the list. So when are we going to be on the list? We're sitting with our matriculator. There's 10 houses. Look at them, they're rich, but we're still staying by our mouths.
Why can't we get work here? You understand our point? So we are fighting for that as well. Unemployment, the drug rate. Look at our grass here. Did you see how long is the grass? There's no service delivery for years.
There's no lights in the streets.
There's no lights in the streets. That's why there's so much crime in Reigerpark.
The situation, and what I can say is that currently it is tense but under control following the blockages of main entrances and exits of Reigerpark in Boksburg. 5 protesters are injured and taken to the Tambo Memorial Hospital. This will be for medical treatment after rubber bullets were used in order to disperse an unruly crowd on Leon Ferreira Road. And what I can say is that the protesters are making their way to the Boksburg CBD and they are using Rondabelt Road. Motorists are advised to exercise the necessary caution.